Hi folks, yep, it's Sty. Yeah, I got a lot of apologies to make, don't I? Yeah, it's been about a month since I've gotten anything up on the channel. It's been kind of a wild last month. I'm not going to go through all my personal affairs with everybody. We all have our own problems, right? But yeah, my life has been flip-flopping, and I just have not been out in the woods. I've been working a pretty stiff schedule, and my Skyride broke down, and I looked at the costs of getting it back on the road, and I said no. So I bought myself a different truck, another Dodge Dakota, but so I'm out here in the new truck, and what I'm going to do, because I'm just out here testing the new truck out, I'm taking a ride out to Horseshoe Lake, and I already did a video of driving to Horseshoe Lake in the spring, what it looks like in the spring, and here it is. It's the end of August. I'm going to take a trip, and you get a look at it when it's summer, when everything's green. So let's take that trip, and this will be my first video coming back on the channel, and hopefully I'll be making more videos a little more often, get caught up a little bit. I'm still trying to get relocated up here, running into all kinds of issues there, so that's taking up a lot of time also, but I'm going to try to fit in some more videos and get my channel back up and running like it should. So okay, let's take our ride out to Horseshoe Lake. So right away, the first thing we do is run into a logging truck and a whole ton of dust. So up go the windows. Oh yeah, and one right behind them. Yeah, it'll take a couple of minutes before this dust dies down. We haven't been getting as much rain as we should, so it's gotten pretty dry out here. Okay, I can get some air in here now, I think. There we go. But if you watch the video of the spring ride up here, you'll remember how sparse it was. It seemed like there was hardly any timber, but boy, once the leaves come on, it's a whole different ride. And this is where, as we put it up here, where civilization ends. The last private place on this route. Then we got about 15 miles of nothing but Forest Service land. Oh yeah, she's bumpy. It's going to be a little rougher ride than usual because the logging trucks have just been pounding this road. Oh yeah. Anywhere that there's soft sugar sand, those logging trucks really tear it up. Skyride, the big green truck. I got a bad front end issue on it, and using just used parts to get it all put back together again. I'm looking at between $800 and $1,000 worth of work to do on the front end of it, and I opted to buy a second truck. I'm not certain if I'm going to keep the old Skyride or not. Maybe work on it in the future. I like that old truck for, oh boy, that's a rough spot. I like that old truck for out here in the backwoods, because, you know, it's just an old beater and you don't worry about it so much. This truck's in a little better shape, and I'd hate to tear it up. Yeah, and this rig's not quite as cheap to operate. It's got a V8 in it. Oh yeah, they got this road really tore up in spots. So yeah, my fuel budget just went up, you know, to keep petrol in this rig. It's gonna suck a little more gas than that 6-cylinder did. Oh yeah, they're tearing this up to beat the band here. The problem with this sugar sand is you don't want to bottom out in it, because boy, you'll get stuck in a hurry. Another issue with this truck is that it doesn't have 4-wheel drive, but I've had a lot of rigs that were 2-wheel drive, and I put a little weight in the back of this truck with the tires it's got on it. Yeah, it'll go anywhere. Anywhere I'm going. One nice thing with the new rig is it's a lot quieter. The old Skyride was just a rattle trap, boy. That thing bangs and clangs and rattles and shakes, and this truck's more like driving a car. So it makes the ride a little more cushy on the way out. But as you can see, I mean, the timber really grows in thick out here. Love it out here in the summers driving through here. There's spots where it's like you're driving right through a tunnel of trees. Leaving town today, I was really glad I had the opportunity to get out of town and head out here, because oh my gosh, you talk about the traffic. I've never seen our town so busy on it's a Thursday, and man, you'd think it was a Saturday afternoon. Now this is the area that the storm really tore things up. You can kind of tell by the tree line that it's a little thinner here. Oh, we got a logging operation right here. They've got a harvester right off on the left here. Trying to clean out all this wind damage timber in here. Yeah, they're They're going at it. I can smell the fresh cut popple. Those popple trees put off a certain smell that you can't mistake. Yeah, there's a harvester way up on the hill on the left. He's up there just cutting like mad. Yeah, because of the logging operations in here, after I get to Horseshoe Lake, I'm going to take the back way out. Try to avoid this logging operation if I can. There's another nice thing that I just noticed with this rig is it's not filling full of dust like the other rig. The other rig's got so much rust in it, holes in it, that boy, you drive down these dusty roads, it doesn't take long and you're covered in it. They got this intersection pretty tore up. There's another logging operation going on just up ahead and off to the right. Now technically they're supposed to, when they're done with their logging operations, they're supposed to come through and put the road back in its original condition, and I sure hope they do. We got to sneak ourselves around this big logging truck here. Oh, those were the days. Yeah, I had a couple of years that I did that. Hauling logs out of the woods. Oh boy, that was a rough spot. Usually these guys will build a staging area where they deck all the logs and then they get their trucks off the road to load them up. But these guys here, most of their work they're using right the edge of the road as their decking area. So they got to park their rigs pretty much so right in the middle of the road to load them up. I'd say 99% of the drivers are pretty conscientious about leaving at least enough room that you can squeeze by them. This is one of my favorite areas right in here. It gets really thick. There's a little lake down off to the side here, off to the right. I don't know that there's any fish in that lake. Someday I might have to hike down in there and wet a line just to find out. Oh yeah, they're doing some logging in here too. That's kind of a shame because I love this spot. Nice heavy timber, pretty old growth. Out here this spring, it was rare that you'd ever see a vehicle. any vehicle. But boy, they're busy now. And they're taking advantage of the weather right now because the weather's been so good. Even though we haven't had much rain, the fire danger is low, which is good. Yeah, you can probably imagine how it's been for Stite not being able to get outdoors. It's enough to drive me crazy. I'm hoping that it'll settle down a little bit, and that'll get relocated, and things at work will settle down a little, and I'll be able to get a couple days a week. Then I'll be able to get out here in the woods again, do some camping. I got a little project that I want to do that involves converting the box of my pickup truck. Oh, let me get through this part here. Hard to talk when you're bouncing all over. But I want to take the box of my truck and I want to make a kind of like a fold-up tent camper affair out of the box. And I don't know if I'll get it done this fall or not, but I want it done for use next spring. So if I want to take a road trip somewhere, I can just hop up a little tent type affair in the box of my truck and camp right in my truck. Yeah, this is just beautiful country back here. You really can't beat it when they're not doing any logging operations, because it's just quiet and peaceful back here. You don't get a lot of people. Kind of have the woods to yourself. And because of all the logging operations, it kind of reduces the amount of tourism out here. You know, the outdoor enthusiasts kind of stay out of here while the loggers are around. I don't let the loggers discourage me, though. I can get around them. Yep, I would say this road is deteriorated quite a bit since this spring. See, usually now if they weren't logging, excuse me, if they weren't logging, then the Forest Service would have a grader come out here and they grade this road. They would grade it, well, it'd be about a month ago they would have graded it the first time, and then they would grade it again in September. And usually the road's in pretty good shape. Well, looks like we're right here at the turnoff for Horseshoe Lake. Top of this hill has always been an issue here. They should come in and cut the top of that hill off and then throw some gravel on it. it's always breaking up. It's just sugar sand on the top of that knoll. So here we are, the entrance to Horseshoe Lake. Boy, this is washed out a little bit too. See, this is an unmaintained recreational area, so you can't expect much when you come down in here. This is where I did my Sty's biscuit baker video. Well, there's the lake, you can see it through the trees. That wasn't too bad, and took 19 minutes to drive out here. But here we are. So, there you are. That's a trip out to Horseshoe Lake in the summer. Nice and green, lots of trees, some logging trucks. Can't avoid it. But I'm going to shut this video down, and I'm going to take myself a little stroll down by the lake, kind of take a look around, and maybe I'll do another video. I think that's just what I should do. I've got several hours left of the day that I can do what I want. So this is Sty North saying, again, I am sorry, folks. I apologize that I haven't gotten any videos up. It is what it is. But I'm still here. I'm still here. I'm alive and kicking. And hopefully we can get back on the air and get these videos back up and running. So until then, thanks for watching. And you all have a nice day. Bye-bye.